For decades, project management promised one thing: predictability. If you plan carefully, if you estimate accurately, if you track diligently, work will finish on time. Yet today, more tools exist than ever, more frameworks, more dashboards, and still, projects slip, teams burn out, leaders lose trust in timelines. This isn't a people problem, it's a system problem. Traditional project management is failing, not because people are incompetent, but because the world it was designed for no longer exists. Traditional project management was born in a stable world. Requirements were known. Change was rare. Teams were collocated. Dependencies were limited. You could define scope, lock a plan, and execute linearly. In that world, planning was power. But that world is gone. Today, requirements evolve weekly. Teams are distributed. Dependencies span teams, vendors, systems. Business priorities shift mid-execution. Yet many organizations still manage projects as if stability exists. That mismatch is where failure begins. Busy is not same as progress. Most teams are busy. Meetings all day, tickets moving, dashboards turning green. But nothing meaningful is changing. That's because activity is easy to measure. Progress is not. Progress means something is closer to being released, used, or monetized. If work finishes and nothing changes outside the team, that wasn't progress. Busy teams feel productive. Effective teams deliver outcomes. There's a difference, and most systems hide it. Traditional PM assumes plans remain valid long enough to be executed. In reality, plans begin decaying the moment execution starts. Assumptions change. People context switch. Dependencies shift. But teams are still judged by the original plan. So what happens? Risk is hidden. Updates are softened. Dashboards stay green. Not because teams are dishonest, but because the system punishes early truth. A plan that cannot adapt becomes a liability. Most tools track tasks. Tasks give the illusion of control. They move. They close. They fill dashboards. But delivery does not happen inside tasks. Delivery happens when dependencies resolve, decisions are made, risks surface early. Tasks finishing does not mean value is delivered. This is why teams feel busy, yet nothing meaningful changes. Activity is visible. Progress is not. Traditional PM mistakes movement for momentum. Traditional PM loves lagging indicators, dates missed, velocity charts, budget variance. These explain failure after it happens, but leaders don't need explanations. They need early warnings. Leading indicators, decision delays, dependency buildup, overcommitment are rarely tracked. So risk appears late, and late risk is irreversible. A system that surfaces risk too late is not a management system. Frameworks were meant to help delivery. Instead, many became rituals. Stand-ups without decisions, retrospectives without change, planning without trade-offs. The ceremony runs, but ownership disappears. Scrum, Kanban, SAFe, none of them remove accountability. People do. Traditional PM often confuses facilitation with leadership. Execution requires ownership, not just process. The biggest cause of delay is not effort, it's dependency. Work waits on another team, a vendor, a decision, an approval. Traditional PM tools track tasks in isolation. Dependencies live between teams, so they remain invisible. By the time delays surface, they're already locked in. Good systems expose dependencies early. Bad systems hide them. Leaders ask one question: what is actually happening? Traditional PM answers with detail. But leaders need signal. They don't need tasks. They need what's at risk, what's blocked, what impacts outcomes. When leadership must attend status meetings to understand progress, the system has failed. Visibility should reduce meetings, not create them. PMs today feel overwhelmed, not because work increased, but because clarity decreased. Too many priorities, Too many tools, too many stakeholders. Traditional PM responds with more tracking. But tracking does not create clarity. Clarity comes from constraints, ownership, outcome alignment. When systems lack clarity, execution feels heavy. Modern project management is not about control. It is about surfacing risk early, reducing decision latency, protecting focus, aligning work to outcomes. The PM of today is not a coordinator. They are a system designer. They design how work flows, how decisions happen, how risk is seen early. This is execution leadership. Traditional project management fails because it optimizes for a world that no longer exists. Modern delivery requires adaptability over rigidity, signal over activity, ownership over ceremony. This is not about tools. It is about systems. Fix the system and execution follows.